Hey everyone, it's me, Lisa from Lisa Knits and Vlogs. Sorry if you can hear my fan, it is quite warm here where we are. I have a couple makes to show you, and the first one is called the Textured Beanie. This is what it looks like. Sorry it's in black and white. And then the yarn it's telling me to use is the Debbie Bliss Cashmere Aran, but I used the Valuable. There's 62 rows, but there are rows 7 to 10 is a repeat for 10 times. And this is how it's turned out. I cast on 91 stitches. I knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1 for 6 rows. Row 7 I knit, row 8 I knit, I purl back, row 9 I knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1 to the end. Rows 10 I knit 1, yarn the yarn to me, slip 1, yarn back, knit 1, yarn the yarn to me, slip 1, yarn the yarn back, knit 1. Do that to the end. And then I repeat the rows. Rows 7 to 10, I repeat another 10 times. And then when I get up near the top, that's when I start to cast off. So, I'll show you what it looks like on. So it sits like that. I was going to make this one another few more rows, but I might do that in the next one. I didn't do it this time, but I will in the next time. So that's that make. And the yarn I used for that one was yarn ball, Value yarn ball, spray yarn 150 grams. Made in China, made for Spotlight. Pty Ltd, www.spotlightstores.com. It was a blue pink. And your warm machine wash or hand wash. Do not bleach, cold rinse well. Do not wring, dry flat in the shade. Do not tumble dry. Do not iron, dry cleaner wool. It's 100% acrylic, 240 meters per ball, 4.5 millimeter needles, but I used a size 5. And it's 19 stitches by 25 rows, 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters square. So this one was a blue pink. That's what I used that for. And then I came and I've done 2 more Christmas stockings using the same ball for the blue pink, and this one I used the blue pink and the multi, and I have this much of the multi left, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but yeah. But then what I do is I cast on 30 stitches. I purl the first row. The second row I knit 2, make a stitch, knit the stitch, knit 1, do that all the way across. And then for 9 rows I purl and knit. I finish on a knit row, and then I knit 18, knit 2 together 4 times, knit 18, purl back, knit 16, knit 2 together 4 times, knit 16, purl back, knit 14, knit 2 together 4 times, knit 14, purl back, knit 12, knit 2 together 4 times, and then knit 12, purl back. And then from here to here I knit 16 rows, or I used a stripe. Then I used 5, knitted 5 rows, cast off with a size 4 millimeter hook, and then I did 30 chains for the, so that it will sit just like that on a Christmas tree. I used a size 4 millimeter needle crocheting hook and a size 4 millimeter needle for that. That is what I've done. That's 3 projects that I've done. And my ball band is going to go in here because I've finished that colour now. And then I'll go on to the next one. So that will make 4 ball bands in there now. Just stash down 2025. So I have 4 in there now, 3 of the spray yarn and 1 of the 4 seasons. So I have 4 already. So that's that. So now I can put these away and get on to the next project. And I forgot to bring some yarn with me to show you. Oh, I've got some here, so I can do this one. So I got this color yarn. It's the Four Seasons Marble 8-ply 100% acrylic 100 grams. And it's cold hand wash, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, dry flat in the shade, low iron, dry cleanable. 270 meters per ball, 4mm needles. Needing tension is 22 rows by 22 stitches by 30 rows, 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters square. Made in China, made in India. It's made for Spotlight stores, www.spotlight.com, and it is a light fuchsia. So this is what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to do I need to get my folder, which is over yonder. So if you I'll move you this way, and I hope that you've all been quite well. I've been quite well, and I've been quite well as well. So I've been quite well. I did well with my blood tests. All clear until 6 months' time. And then I go back and repeat the same thing again. I have to repeat it again in 6 months' time, which is good. Here's my folder. So now I just have to work out what I'm going to do. Sorry about all the movement. Hope you don't get seasick. So let me see what I can do. There's the front of my folder. It's got patterns in it. And then I'll see what I've got in here. I've got a bag, the beanie. So I could probably do that scarf. And that was a 3-way snood. I've got the eye. Oh yeah, I've got the eyelet one. I haven't made one of them in such a long time. Probably do that. And I've got the oh, I might do the ruby scarf maybe. I'm using custom 45, knit 3, purl 3, repeat to the end. Till it measures 60 inches. Maybe I can do that because I haven't done a ruby scarf for ages. So that is what I'm going to do, the ruby scarf. I got that from my local library. Sorry guys if it's made a bit of noise for you guys. So I'm going to put my other hat, my other pattern away, because I'll do another hat another day. So I'll just put these ones away so then I know where they are. So I hope you guys have been happy creating and having fun creating and that, and then I'll use my board to write down how many, but that one doesn't need sorry guys. So that's that done and in. I don't need to use my board at all, so I can put that over there, and I'm not going to use a 6.5 millimeter needles, which is a US size 10.5, because I'm not using the 8 balls Motivera Mana Chunky at all. So I'm going to be using my spotlight one, and I won't do it on a size 4. Do I have a? I'll probably do it on a 4.5. That's what I would do it on. So let's start doing it. I just got to cast on 45 stitches. And then I can get straight into the pattern when I find the start of it. So which way I've got to start. I do like doing the center pull. That's what I prefer. And I think this one doesn't want me to do the center pull. Let's find out why. I don't know why it's been so difficult. So difficult for. That's why, because there was a huge knot in the middle. That's why it was being difficult. Let's see if we can find the end. And maybe roll it up into a ball somehow. Let's see if we can find the end, which is right here. Because I'm guessing this is going to have to be wound up in a ball, especially with the mess that I made. And then I'll start on the ruby scarf. I actually forgot I had this scarf. And at least it's a tape measure length. Once it gets to 60 centimeters, no, 60 inches. You need to do 60 inches. And the tape measure goes as far as 60 inches, so, which is good. So I'll be able to do that. Once this is rolled up, then I'll be able to start. But I'll need to roll it up because it's all been caught. And I don't like it when it's all caught up, because then it makes it very knotty. And it's nothing worse than having knotty yarn. So I will wind it up while we're chatting. So I'll be doing a scarf, another scarf. And I think I need to write down in the book, in my paper too, when I get this untangled. I don't know why this is like this for. Nothing worse. That's it. Alright, now we're off and going, maybe. So I'll have to write on my bit of paper to how many hats I've done now, which I can show you that once I get this going. I wonder what pattern that you guys like to follow. I don't have a favourite. I try and do as many different things as I can. And I don't mind making scarves and beanies, especially, you know, where I donate them to Kogo, which is Knit One Give One. And they're always screaming out for hats and scarves. So I do try and do as many as I can when my yarn doesn't get all knotted. So now this is why sometimes this is why I start in the middle. So then that way I can work out why it's not working. Let's have fun watching Lisa wind up a ball. The Yarn and Untangled show. I'll get it untangled while we're talking. Which is good. I hope that you guys have been well and crocheting and knitting, and I know that some of us are in the southern hemisphere, we're in the middle of summer, and our northern hemisphere are in winter with snow. I wish they'd bring some snow my way. That would be so nice. It'll cool my house down quite a bit, because when it's hot it is so hard to sleep, and I hate when I can't sleep, because then the next day it makes you so exhausted. Oh, alright, let's see how I go now. We might be on a roll now. I wonder what sort of season you guys like. I prefer autumn, which is you guys, you say fall, winter, and a bit of spring. I like it when it's cooler. My highest in the way of hot weather, I'll go as far as 25 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. I don't like it when it gets up to the late 80s in Fahrenheit to high 90s in Fahrenheit. It's just way too hot for me. And because I suffer with eczema on my legs, it makes my legs very itchy, and I don't like that. And but the only good thing, I suppose, it's good with summer, you get your clothes dry at least. But I don't like flies. Can't stand the flies, they seem to attract. And they're annoying. They're annoying creatures. And I don't like annoying creatures. And I don't like mosquitoes either. So, and just remember, you guys, don't forget to hydrate. Doesn't matter whether you're in the middle of summer or winter. I'm going to have some water because I'm getting a bit of a dry mouth now. Eden's not doing this video with me today. She is in bed asleep. She might even do one with me tomorrow, with a bit of luck. And then I can show you my progress on my knitting and see how far I've gotten. And let's see if I can get at least half of it done by the next video. Once I've got the ball wound up, of course. But it all takes time to be wound up. I dare say this will probably take 2 skeins of yarn. They're saying 8 if you use 8 balls of Motor Vera Manip Chunky. I'm not one for the Motor Vera. I don't like it. I like using mine. So you will need to knit, purl, cast on, cast off. Cast off is bind off if you say bind off. And then it says 8 balls of Motivera Mana Chunky. A pair of 6.5mm knitting needles, a US 10.5, and knitting needles, oil needle for sewing in the ends, and then it's saying to you to do the 20 stitches and 15 rows works the rib pattern on a 6.5mm knitting needles, which is a US 10.5 in knitting needles, not stretched. But I'm going to use a 4.5 because that goes well with this yarn, and I haven't used size 5mm needles with this yarn. It just depends on exactly what it is that I am knitting with it. And then with the scarf, it says the cast on 45 stitches. I knit 3 purl, 3 repeat from the asterisk to the end, so you keep knitting 3, purling 3. Row 2 is purl 3, knit 3, repeat to the end. Repeat these 2 rows until the work measures 1.5 meters, 60 inches. Cast off in the rib, which is your row 1 and 2. Darn in all ends. Note, when you join a new ball of yarn, do this at the end of the row for a neater finish and to make the darning so much easier. So that's what I've got to do, and I got the pattern from my local library in a book, like I did with the hat pattern. And I think I might already have, yes, I think I've already wrote down that I've done the second hat, but I will be having a look just to make sure that I have, which I should do actually. Let's have a look. This one needs to go away in a minute. Let's have a look. Yes, I did, because I already done one hat. I've done 2 now, but I will double check when I'm finished. List of items I have knitted in 2025. 1 scarf, 2 beanies, 3 stockings, no blankets, and no baby beanies. But I do need to add on to this, which is what I'm going to do now. Because I've knitted 2 more, I will change that now from 3 to 5. So I've done 5 now. So now I can put that back in there. And now I've got 4 ball bands, and I got 115 ball bands last year, so I'm going to try at least get a little bit more done this year. I hope that you all do join Queen's Craft by Bridget. I'll put her in the description box. She's doing the hashtag StashDown2025. I hope you go over to her channel and tell her that you would like to participate in hashtag StashDown2025. She did do it last year and she's redoing it again this year. So go over, check her out, and have a look at her playlist for StashDown2025 and see who else is doing it, and go and check them out and see who's doing it. I haven't been over yet to have a look, but I do need to. So please check her out, and please go and join her for her birthday party. I hope that you do. and I'm getting close to the end of rolling my ball up, so I can start knitting. Oops, hang on, we've got another knot to undo again, as we do. That I need to undo before I can go any further. Nothing worse than having a knot. And my knitting club has started back up again, so I'll be heading off to that on a Friday, and it'd be nice to see the ladies again. I haven't seen them since we broke up last year, and we didn't do the last week. We finished a week early, so we're going back, and it'd be nice to see them and see how they're going and say hello and spend some time with them. Because when you get used to going and then all of a sudden you sort of stop and then you don't see them until the new year, which is good, because you miss that routine of doing things when you get so used to going. Now I need to untangle this bit because it's getting all tangled up. As it does. Alright, that's that done. And then what I'll do is I'll fold this one up like this. And I'm not putting that in the stash down till I've actually done it. So I'm going to leave you there, and I will catch up with you another day. I do hope that you all have such a great day, night, good sleep, and happy creating. And I do hope that you get to create something so special, whether you knit or crochet, I don't know what you, or diamond paint. So I do hope you get the chance to like this video, comment, even if it's a love heart, that'd be appreciated. And I'll see you on the YouTube streets. Bye.